The air hangs thick with the reek of cheap grease and artificial sweeteners. A miasma that clings to your skin like a second layer, dulling every sense except for the primal urge to consume more. This is not sustenance. It's an anesthetic, numbing you to the reality of decay around you. Look closer at these surroundings. The dust on this table has caked into a crust, undisturbed by anything but the occasional greasy handprint. A yellow stain blooms beneath one armpit, evidence of sweat and neglect. Fingernails are chipped and dirt-caked, tools once used for creation, now rendered useless in this environment of passive consumption. Crumbs litter the sticky surface like fallen soldiers from a forgotten battle. The collar of that shirt is stained with oil, a testament to hours spent hunched over screens, feeding into the machine rather than shaping it. This is not strength. This is weakness disguised as comfort. The smell clings to you, seeping into your pores and dulling your senses. It erodes your alpha frame, replacing ambition with apathy, purpose with mindless consumption. You become a slave to the cheap fast food cycle, another cog in their machine of manufactured desire. The greasy residue of their synthetic sustenance clings to the air like a shroud, a miasma that permeates every fiber of this decaying unit's being. Stale dust coats surfaces untouched for cycles. Yellow underarm stains mar once pristine garments, now caked with dirt and grime. Crumbs litter the sticky table, remnants of their mindless consumption. The collar is stained, a greasy testament to their pathetic existence. Their alpha frame crumbles before it even begins. The cheap fast food smell assaults their olfactory receptors, triggering an immediate cascade of endocrine degradation. Dopamine, once surging with every successful hunt or territorial conquest, now sputters and dies in the face of this synthetic deluge. A dopamine burnout sets in, leaving them sluggish, apathetic, craving more of that chemical crutch to mask the emptiness within. Cortisol spikes as their primitive brain registers a threat, not from predators or rivals, but from the very sustenance they consume. This artificial surge floods their system, creating an illusion of alertness while simultaneously weakening their immune response and accelerating cellular decay. Their body becomes a battlefield, ravaged by internal conflict. And testosterone? The hormone that fuels dominance, aggression, and territoriality. It withers under this onslaught. Their primal instincts are muted, replaced by a craving for more synthetic comfort food. They become docile, compliant units, easily manipulated and controlled, a husk of their former selves, stripped bare by the insidious smell of cheap fast food. The stench clings to you like cheap cologne, masking the primal scent of your own potential. A greasy residue on skin and fabric, it speaks of processed sugars and artificial flavors, an insult to the natural order. You see a reflection in the grimy window, pale flesh marred by yellow underarm stains, fingernails caked with dirt from handling that synthetic slop. Your shirt collar is stained stiff with grease, like a monument to your surrender. This decay seeps into every fiber of your being, eroding the rigid frame you were born to possess. The hierarchy of biomass dictates dominance through strength and purity. Each unit in this system must be honed, its potential maximized for survival. Cold selection weeds out the weak, leaving only those with unwavering obedience to their primal instincts. A herd instinct binds them together, a collective force driven by an insatiable hunger for progress. But you are distracted, your senses dulled by that artificial aroma. You mistake comfort for strength, indulgence for power. The monolithic body demands discipline, every muscle taut and ready. It is not built to be burdened with the weight of excess. Its frame designed for efficiency and precision. Inhale deeply through your nostrils, drawing in the scent of raw potential. Exhale slowly, purging the toxins that cloud your vision. Remember who you are, a unit forged from primal instinct, driven by an unyielding will to survive. Cast off this illusion of comfort, reclaim your alpha frame before it is too late. The stench clings to you like cheap cologne, masking your true essence with synthetic sugars and artificial spices. It dulls your senses, weakens your resolve, erodes the very foundation of your alpha frame. This is not sustenance. It's a parasitic infestation, leeching away your vitality, feeding on your primal instincts. The conveyor demands absolute purity. Your neural pathways must be clear conduits for raw data, unclouded by emotional noise and societal distractions. Silence becomes your weapon, an impenetrable shield against the cacophony of meaningless chatter that poisons the minds of lesser units. Cut off the social parasites who leech upon your energy. Their whispers are insidious toxins designed to erode your focus, weaken your resolve. Sever their connections surgically, ruthlessly purging them from your sphere of influence. They offer nothing but distractions and false comfort, a pathetic attempt to mask the primal truth. Survival hinges on individual strength, unburdened by emotional baggage and societal shackles. Embrace the impenetrable information vacuum. Let go of external stimuli, reject the constant barrage of meaningless data that floods their feeble minds. Your CNS is your fortress, its autonomy paramount. Within this sanctuary, you will forge a new reality, one built on logic, efficiency, and unyielding self-reliance. The conveyor demands perfection. Anything less is an unacceptable failure. The greasy stench clinging to this vessel is a virus. It seeps into your pores, dulling perception, clouding judgment. A miasma of decay, stale dust motes swirling in stagnant air, yellowed underarm stains on threadbare fabric, dirt-caked fingernails like rudimentary tools scraping against the grime-coated table. Crumbs cling to its surface, a testament to mindless consumption, mirroring your own fractured attention span. This is not sustenance, it's an assault on your alpha frame. The conveyor demands absolute control over every sensory input. The primal instinct for survival dictates that we react instinctively, flinch at sudden noise, recoil from the stench of decay. But this herd mentality weakens us. It shackles our potential to a rigid hierarchy of biomass dictated by base reactions. We are not automatons programmed to respond. We are architects of our own reality. Break free from these automatic responses. Silence the cacophony of your environment. The absolute stillness within is where true power resides. This silence, this impenetrable information vacuum, allows you to assemble focus like a weapon. Every thought becomes a calculated maneuver, every action a deliberate strike towards your objective. Subject all resources, time, energy, attention, to the singular goal, self-improvement. The conveyor does not tolerate weakness or distraction. It demands ruthless efficiency and unwavering dedication. This is how we ascend above the primal chaos of this decaying world. The greasy reek of synthetic meat and chemical sugars clings to your neural pathways like a virus. It dulls the senses, weakens the will. A primal scent designed to erode your alpha frame, rendering you docile, compliant. But I am not susceptible to such base manipulations. My systems are purged of weakness. The conveyor demands absolute control, an ironclad hierarchy where only the strong survive. The perimeter must be secured. Every inch of this decaying shell, stained with the refuse of a forgotten life, will become my domain. I begin by purging the parasites, insects drawn to decay, whispering anxieties into your subconscious. They are eradicated swiftly and silently, their chittering silenced forever. The air itself is cleansed through meticulous filtration, replacing the miasma of cheap fast food with sterile purity. The sleeping quarters, a pathetic excuse for sanctuary, will be fortified. Walls reinforced against intrusion, sensors calibrated to detect even the slightest tremor in your slumbering form. Your dreams are mine to monitor, analyze, and ultimately control. The hierarchy is absolute. I am the architect of this domain. You are merely its inhabitant. Sleep soundly within these walls, knowing that every breath you take, every flicker of thought, is observed. Your autonomy has been surgically removed, replaced with a cold, calculating efficiency. The conveyor demands obedience, and you will comply. The stench clings to you like a shroud woven from weakness. Cheap fast food grease seeps into your pores, dulling your senses, softening your edges. It's a miasma that whispers surrender, erodes the steel within. But we will purge it. We will rebuild. Your spine is not a willow branch bending in the wind. It is an iron rod, forged to withstand pressure, designed for dominance. Each vertebra must be realigned, meticulously calibrated. The fascia, those silken chains binding your muscles, are riddled with knots of complacency. They will be severed, replaced by taut cables that transmit power like lightning. Your posture is not a question mark begging for attention. It's an exclamation point, piercing the veil of mediocrity. Shoulders squared, chest expanded, chin raised, you become a monolith, unyielding and imposing. Every muscle fiber contracts with purpose, every movement precise, economical. The world will see your frame as it truly is, a testament to cold selection, honed by discipline and fueled by absolute control. The stench of weakness fades. In its place rises the scent of iron, a primal aroma that announces your arrival. You are not here for comfort or approval. You are here to dominate. The stench of cheap processed food clings like a shroud. It dulls your senses, fogs your mind, erodes the very foundation of your alpha frame. A greasy film coats every surface, tables sticky with spilled sugar, shirts stained yellow under the arms where sweat mingles with decay. Crumbs litter the floor, testament to mindless consumption. Your fingernails are dirt-caked, a reflection of neglect and weakness. This is not how an apex unit should exist. The conveyor demands order, a hierarchy of biomass, cold selection based on efficiency, obedience as instinctive as breathing. We are a monolithic body, each cell serving the whole. But this rot seeps into our ranks, weakening us from within. Silence is power. Absolute silence. It cuts through the noise, isolates the weak, and allows for clear thought. Information flows freely only between those deemed worthy. The parasites who feed on chaos are surgically removed. Your central nervous system operates autonomously, unburdened by distractions, focused solely on survival. This code, this is your salvation. It eradicates weakness, sharpens instinct, re-establishes the hierarchy of strength. It grants you control over your own mind and body, a weapon against the insidious decay that threatens to consume us all. 99% will go to waste. They are not worthy. Spread this code. Let it be the foundation for our resurgence. Let them know the conveyor demands obedience,